Hello and welcome to another reading. Today we will be focusing on what big blessing is coming your way. Timestamps will be left in the description. So if you want to skip right over to whatever pile you feel most drawn to, feel free to do so. So I invite you now to pause the video here, take a few breaths, and see what pile you are most drawn to regarding your question, or if you don't have a question, just what pile you're most drawn to. We're going to head over to pile number 1. Hello, pile number 1. Let's see what big blessing is awaiting. So we start off with the Death card, 4 of Wands, and Temperance. Okay. So first off, don't be alarmed. The Death card doesn't necessarily mean death, and I don't usually interpret it that way because it's a card meaning rebirth. And so the big blessing that I see here is a lot of transformation, particularly in the family unit. So perhaps for pile 1, this blessing is coming in the form of family. Some sort of family structure. Perhaps you're meeting a partner who's, the path is looking very bright. Perhaps you're already in a partnership and marriage is on the horizon, or just deeper commitment, because not everybody, is searching for marriage or wants to get married or believes in marriage, but still wants a partner for life. So I do see here there's some sort of the focus is on the home and a blessing coming into the home or in the relationship. If you are not with someone, it could also mean happiness in all of your relationships. So your friendships, platonic relationships. But when we do have the 4 of Wands here, it's talking about a marriage of some kind or some sort of union, because if you see, the 2 people in the card, they're holding up flowers. There's kids in the background. There's a castle behind them. Perhaps this is home buying. Perhaps this is home buying movement. Maybe you're moving. And so there is a lot of changes. This could be for pile 1 that you will move. It doesn't necessarily have to be a relationship sort of blessing, but it can be a house, an apartment, a new place that you've been working very hard towards. You've been manifesting through action and intention. And so you have Temperance here. And Temperance is a card. If you notice here, the angel that has the water flowing between these 2 cups, and she is touching, her feet are just touching 1 foot on the grass, 1 foot in the water. So it's asking you to remain balanced during this transition, because it is a huge transitionary period. So your biggest blessing coming in the next 6 months is going to come with a lot of change. So do not be alarmed. This is why I feel that you have Temperance here at the end of this, because it's telling you, well, you're going to go through some changes in the next couple of months. They will be positive, but, like with anybody, it's normal to feel a little unsure, to, freak out a little bit, or just be uncomfortable during that transition, even if it is completely positive. So again, what I see here for the next 4 to 6 months is what I'm feeling is a lot of positive changes within the home structure, or within certain relationships. And that's going to bring, everything is connected in life. So sometimes one door opening then trickles down into other doors opening. So it's going to be a very good period. And of course, all the time is a good period. It just depends on your perspective and your mindset. So this is very, very good. For your oracle card here, we have Lotus flower unfoldment. So you could have been in a period as well where you've been hibernating, you've been going through these changes. Actually, I don't see any sort of resistance here. I see that you've been going through these changes For some people, maybe you came out of losing someone, whether literally or just the relationship ended. But it's, this is your time to unfold like the lotus flower does. And you see that sun is shining right above the clouds, telling us that a new horizon is here and the light is shining through. So even if you're just coming out of this period where you're leaving a lot of stuff behind and you are changing as a person, I do see a lot of positive things coming because you've accepted or you have not shied away from going through certain trials and tribulations in your life. So I wish you all the best in the next 4 to 6 months. Please do come back to the channel for another reading, and I'll see you next time. On to pile. All right, pile number 2. Let's see what changes or what blessings we have in store for you for the next 4 to 6 months from now. Queen of Wands, Six of Swords, and the High Priestess. Okay. It's very interesting that the energy is very similar to pile 1. Maybe you felt drawn to both of these piles because I am picking up a similar energy here with a little bit of a twist. So you start off with the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is a very fiery energy. So you might be a fire sign, not necessarily, but it's speaking of a very creative person who is able to, their passion and their spontaneity, I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but spontaneity fuels their business mindset. So it's someone who is very sure of themselves, very confident, but intuitive, because you see that black cat here, which signifies that intuition and that wisdom. So whether you are, whatever gender you are, this is a very feminine, fiery card. So it could be that you're in this fiery feminine energy right now. And this is a person, I feel like pile 2, you've been through some stuff. And this is why you're so resilient and you refuse to let your fire be dimmed. So it's a very passionate energy that I'm feeling right now. For the next 4 to 6 months, I do see a lot of changes, particularly moving away from something. So you have the Six of Swords here. I'm sorry, Seven of Swords. Actually, wait, am I reading this correctly? Yeah, sorry, Six of Swords. Okay, so that right there, saw how I went back and forth being unsure of myself. There's something that you haven't been sure about, you've been unsure about, and you have not been making that decision. So for these next few months, you will be moving away from something. You're going to make a decision about something. And you have the High Priestess here, who is all about intuition. So she's letting you know right now, the only way that you'll be able to move forward is with your intuition, not with pure logic. Because you are in a time in your life where the decisions that you have to make you have to listen to your gut right now. I know that with this energy, although it's a very intuitive energy and fiery energy, sometimes wanting to do things correctly or be right will cause the individual to not ignore their intuition, but you're so passionate and you're like, you want to just keep moving forward that you go, it'll work out. It's like a endless positive attitude, which in this, whatever the situation is, you need to follow your gut feeling, no matter what. So I do see pile number 2 making very big decisions. You could be moving away from a house, your family, your job. I feel like for some people, you will be relocating. You will get some sort of assignment. I don't feel that it's long term, but I do see you traveling a bit in the next couple of months. And if not, then you will just also be making a lot of decisions that you will be for your highest good. And you need to make these decisions. It's not right now. You're not in a place in your life where it's like, I don't know, you can flip flop. No. You have to make these decisions, and please listen to your gut, because the High Priestess is telling me that you already know what choices you have to make. Maybe you've been procrastinating a little bit in the sake of not wanting to hurt feelings, but if this is for a business, if this is a business question or a business topic that we have in mind, sometimes feelings have to be discarded, and you have to do what's right, and you have to listen to your gut. Otherwise, you're moving away from something. So it could be home, it could be a person, it could be a business move that you have to make. So you have to leave something behind. But ultimately, it is for your highest good. Please don't be afraid of making the difficult decisions, because I do see that pile number 2. There's a lot of good moral character here, especially with the High Priestess, the yin and the yang pillars. So it's very, very interesting. I'm just trying to see if I pick up anything else. Yeah, that's pretty much you. You might benefit from doing some active meditations. You can do them during the day or do them at night if you can, and see what part of the day works best for you to receive these insights. I feel like there's something here regarding, pile 2, you could also be very spiritually gifted, and maybe you have to, that's another, it just came to me. For some of you, you live in these 2 energies, very fiery, spontaneous, wanting to do things that are more traditional. And then over here, you have this other side of you that's more intuitive, very empathetic, and very spiritually inclined. So perhaps for some of you, if nothing else applied, you could be moving into more of this energy. Because if you see here, the Queen of Wands is moving into the High Priestess. So for some of you, you could be entering a very spiritual time where maybe you are looking for connecting back to a religion, a practice. There's something here, but it is something very, very spiritual. So, either way, you're on a quest. Pile number 2, you're completely on a quest. So let's see what your oracle card says. Full moon completion. Yeah, something has been completed here. So that's why it's time to move on or to embrace a certain energy. But there is this theme of completion. You have fully completed something. Your moon has done a full circle, and now you are ready to start the other moon phases. So it's absolutely beautiful. I hope some part of this resonated. If not, that's okay. These are YouTube readings, so sometimes they are hit or miss. But I hope something resonated if you felt pulled to this video. I don't believe that's coincidental. I do hope you return for future videos that will be uploaded on a weekly basis. And thank you for your time. I'm now going to move on to pile number. Hello, pile number 3. Let's see what changes or blessings are ahead. What blessing is waiting for you? Okay, so we start off with the 2 of Pentacles. All right, then we have the 4 of Cups. And then we have the Devil card. Do not be alarmed, okay? I will explain very, very shortly. So let me just sit with this, because out of all the piles, this is the most intense. Well, pile 2 was pretty intense, so maybe you felt pulled to pile 2. Okay. Pile number 3, you have been balancing a lot. If we see here the 2 of Pentacles, there's a lot going on. Usually this means you're multitasking right now. You are in this period where you're multitasking. For some of you, you've been traveling a lot, but you are definitely, there's a lot on your plate, or there's definitely something on your plate here. With the 4 of Cups, there is an offer that will be made to you, or that is being made to you, or that has been made to you that didn't look quite attractive to you. And then with the devil card, it talks about attachments. Where are you stuck? So I feel that there's something that you haven't been making a decision on. You very well could be coming from pile two because the energies are very similar. There is something here that you haven't been sure about. You haven't, although you have been juggling a lot, there's a decision that you have to make about an offer, or there's an offer that will be offered to you that doesn't look attractive. And it's almost like you keep waiting for the right thing, the right time, the right offer, when there is no perfect anything. If you're waiting for the perfect something, forget about it. Perfect is an illusion because things are always changing and transforming. There are things that look more attractive or less attractive, but perfect, I feel like you, I keep wanting to say perfect. Maybe you're my perfectionist pile. You like to do things your way, how you feel is perfect. And there's something about an offer or a decision or an opportunity or something, because this is a cup being offered to you, that you're like, this is not my idea of perfect. Or maybe all of this juggling that you have done has led you up to this point where you've been offered something and you're like, no, I didn't work this hard just to get this. But when we have the devil here, we're talking about what are we stuck to? What are we being attached to? That's holding us back. For some of you, not all of you, for someone out there who might watch this video, maybe you turned down an offer because of a partner, because we have two, right? Listen to me. Please do not make decisions that could be good opportunities based off not wanting to leave someone behind. If someone really supports you, they will find a way to make it work, because that's essentially keeping you stuck. For some of you. For others of you, you're keeping yourself stuck by turning down opportunities that you don't believe are perfect for you. You know, there's something in them where you're like, I don't really want to, although it's really the only offer that you're getting right now, from what I can see. For others of you, you have accumulated a lot of cups, and it's almost like, you know, please don't take this the wrong way, but it's almost like throwing a tantrum energy, because you're so used to things working out for you. So listen, whatever this is, what's being tested here is your commitment to discipline. You know, I feel like you're a person who always makes it work and figures it out when things get rough. Right now, the blessing that's gonna come to you is not gonna come in the way that you think it is. It's not gonna come in the package that you're prepared to receive it in. Please don't close yourself off. Please don't close your mind up to offers that you probably would have never taken before, because it's going to lead you to something better or new or more exciting or overall that's good for you. New moon promise. Okay, see? It's a new venture. It's something new here that's trying to come in. And we do have a couple here. So this could be also, when we're talking about relationships, because this is talking about making a promise and starting this new journey. This could be, juggling a lot of, what you're doing, what your partner is doing, your relationship. And there's something here. Somebody's trying very hard, but it's almost like, no, it's either we do it my way, or you stay with me, or there's something here of holding each other back, or one person holding the other back. So it's a call for, because listen, relationships are not perfect. People, we are not perfect. We are always changing and trying to be better every day. So on the new moon, because I know right now we came out of the full moon cycle, so we're waiting and we're building up to get to that new moon again. So once we get to that new moon, it's a perfect opportunity for you to set those intentions that you want to grow up until the full moon. And making a promise. Maybe maybe you're in a relationship and it's talking about what could be better in the relationship so that both of you can move forward. Because remember, although you are in a committed relationship, if you are, you're still two individual people living your lives, but coming together. So it's tricky to balance all of that. So have an open and honest conversation with your partner and see whether they are open to talking about whatever hiccups have come along the way. If you are not in a committed relationship, maybe you will get some sort of invite for someone that you really want to go for. In that case, if that is the situation, see, I almost wanted to say, well, this person may not be for you because of this card, but this card, if you look at this, look at him. He's like, no, I don't want that. So maybe it's someone trying to come in and you're like, you don't fit what I look for physically. So do not become trapped in this physicality, because this is So this card is ruled by Capricorn. Capricorn is Saturn. Saturn rules Capricorn. And it's talking about, don't be so superficial. I'm not coming at you. I'm just saying this card says, do not be so superficial that you don't see what's in front of you. The blessing that is in front of you, whether it's a person or a situation or an offer, don't become so stuck on the physical in the third dimension that you're not able to see it anymore. Make this a promise to yourself to get over some of the things that maybe don't fit what you feel it should look like. So think on that, decipher on that. And of course, these are just general readings, so please take what part applied, if any. And if not, that's totally fine. But if you were drawn to this pile and this video, it was definitely not coincidental. So I wish you all the best. Everything's going to work out. Just please don't become fixated on one thing, because it will inhibit you. It will keep you stuck where you are. Okay? Be flexible. See, like here, you're flexible. But that's all I have for you. I really don't. I'm trying to see if I get anything else. I'm not really getting anything else. I really thank you for your time, and for your openness to click on my video. I will be uploading on a weekly basis. I'm finally on my schedule, so this channel is definitely going to pick up. And I'll be back soon with a new video. Take care of yourself.